when you are in the Senate or in the House of Reps, you can make suggestions to committee chairmen concerning your constituency. It is left to that agency to accept it or not. So probably when I was in the Senate, because that thing is dated 2017, I think, probably when I was in the Senate, I must have made recommendations that they should consider to include it in the budget. But they were not included in the budget. They were not considered. So those jobs were not done, and not one naira was paid. And when you make recommendation, it is not that you are going to be the contractor. It is that if they put a job for your constituency, when they are going through due process, they will advertise that job. And that job will be awarded to the one that wins the bid. It is not that when a senator makes a suggestion to an agency, whether it is Nigerian Power Authority, whether it is NEMA, whether it is NDDC, that senator will automatically go and become the contractor. Do you understand what I mean? And the fact that that paper was written on the minority leaders' letterheaded paper shows that it was not an award. An award of contract would have been an NDDC paper. So when I saw it, I did not think it was worth responding to, because I'm a seasoned administrator, and I'm a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I owe the nation nothing but good service, and to tell the truth. So that was, it wasn't worth responding to, because it was a total falsehood. The paper on which that thing was written is on the minority leaders' letterheaded paper, not the budget of NDDC, not an award letter from NDDC. So I've never been a contractor in NDDC. And there's something else you need to note. Even if those suggested projects, what is that 300 million or 500 million, were accepted, there is no guarantee that Godswill Akpabio or my nominee would have been the contractor. Do you understand what I mean? So you people should always do investigative journalism before you get into the media, because I saw a lot of media hype. Akpabio was a contractor. Akpabio has never been a contractor. And then the issue of missing 40 billion. I came to honor my colleagues. I'm a senator forever. And they have the right to look into issues when they are raised. It was a motion, and they have a right to investigate it. And whatever their investigative report comes out, it will help me to be able to supervise and monitor the NDDC better. But it is not that money was missing, because the Central Bank of Nigeria harbors the account of the NDDC. So you cannot go and take out 40 billion from Central Bank of Nigeria and eat it without the trace being known. Technology has gone too far. So the contractors that were paid, according to the management, were contractors that were owed historical debts. Some going backwards to about 9 years, some 11 years. And so when you inherit a commission, you inherit the liabilities and also the assets. And some of them, you have no option because of garnishing orders from court. People have gone to court. Some people borrowed money. Some have died even before they got this money. You understand? So and then you couldn't even have come to the minister, because the threshold of the management is below 250 million naira. So if the contracts are split into 185 local governments of Niger Delta or 27 senatorial districts of Niger Delta, it means that it is all below 1 billion. So it wouldn't even come to the minister. So I'm also learning. My job was to come here and also listen, because it will help me to know what they've been spending. In fact, one of the IMCs, I did not even know, they expended even up to 10 or 20 billion naira. So the record will also help me to make sure we supervise better. Okay, and Mr. President has taken steps to set up a presidential monitoring committee. And that committee, I'm the chairman. That committee, by the act, empowers me to ask for record of expenses. So what comes out from this will also help me to look at whether the monies were rightly expended or not, whether they follow due process or not. And also it's a combination for us to change the Niger Delta. That's why I said everything here comes up to forensic. I'm a Niger Delta, but I've never been impressed with NDDC. I must say that. I've never been impressed with NDDC. Throughout my tenure as a governor, I wasn't impressed. They do politically motivated projects. You do 5 kilometers of road, and the next dry season it is watch away. Go to my state and see the roads I did 13 years ago. You don't see a single pothole on them. Because I took cognizance of what the terrain was in the region. And you see, you cannot rule a people or give them good projects if you don't love them. Some of these people are merchandise. They just come into the commission on the basis of political connotation, and then with one aim, to make money and go and contest election. So now the president is the first president in Nigeria that has not used the NDDC as a place to settle political cronies. That is why he has the courage to order for forensic audit of the NDDC from 2001. We must commend that. Because if his family members and political cronies were going to NDDC as in the past to go and collect money and phony contracts that were never executed, there's no way we would have ordered for forensic audit. So mine is to make sure I carry out the instruction of the president and cleanse the system and then set up a management structure. We have international companies that are joining us in the forensic. The lead auditors are working. The lead forensic auditors are working. But on Wednesday, my memo was stepped down for another date to bring in the state forensic auditors and the one that will be in the headquarters to audit the program and set up a management structure, an organogram fit for purpose so that the NDDC can change for the better. So by the time we are through, if they need to come to the parliament with recommendations of how they can tinker with the law for the region to work better, for NDDC to work for the region, they will come to the parliament. So I like what is happening here, and I just want to tell you, please don't believe in sensational journalism. And then somebody will come and say, Akpabio under probe for 40 billion. Which Akpabio? If I see 40 billion, won't I offend?